Okay, hello. So this is a different type of video. I thought I would do sort of more vlog style videos on what I'm making in the year, hopefully, if I can commit to making the videos if I have time. I thought maybe each week or fortnight, depending on how much I make, I would post my progress of what I'm making, and any new fabric I buy, which is probably too much fabric. Might put up some videos on how I organize my sewing time, how I organize all my projects and everything. And yeah, so I thought it might be a little bit of a different type of video, but a bit of fun, because I do really love making videos, but making videos committed just to making one garment is a lot of work, and it honestly slows down the amount of time it takes me to make the garment by probably like half. If a garment would usually take me a day, it takes me 2 days. So that's really annoying because I like to get things done quickly, especially with how much I have to get done. So yeah, it's been a while since I posted a video, I know, but I'm hoping, New Year's resolution, that I can get a video out at least once a month, but I'm not sure. I will see, and I'll see if you guys like these types of videos and what you want to see. Yeah, I have some ideas and everything, and yeah, also just a note, you may have noticed that there aren't as many patterns going up on my blog for sale, and that is because I've pretty much moved all of that side of things to my brand, which is Vandenberg Fashion. There I create patterns but also the garments to sell, so if you aren't a sewer but you would love to wear one of the pieces, I make them there for you to buy. I'll link that all down below, and that's where most of my patterns will be going up now. My blog is just going to be for the very odd, rare kind of thing that doesn't really fit in with my brand, or you know, I'm just putting up for the sake of putting up, and those ones won't really come in as many sizes or anything. It's just kind of for the fun of it, whereas ones for my brand are obviously properly sized and graded between small to large. So yeah, so I thought I would show you what my plans are kind of this coming week, month, for sewing. I've got a lot to do. Well, it's not that I've got a lot to do, I want a lot done. Yeah, also I am hoping to do a sewing room tour because I have changed up the mess in here a lot, reorganized it all, thrown out a lot of stuff that I just didn't need anymore. I'm getting a new machine and everything, so once the new machine arrives, then I'm planning to get a full tour filmed, and maybe I'll do a separate fabric tour so you can see the fabrics I have, and I know I can discuss my project plans with them. Yeah, so I'm going to show you what I am up to at the moment. Also, I should just say I'm filming this on my phone, so sorry if it's a bit shaky. I am hoping to get a little phone tripod at some point. But first thing is I have this book, which, as you can see, I have named I Buy Too Much Fabric, because this is not even probably a quarter of the fabric I own in that box, those two, that just stack of fabric up there, and then all of these drawers, and then also spinning around the room, in this drawer is all fabric, and another one, and yep, that's another drawer full of fabric, and that's like all the way down there is just more and more fabric. But what can I say? I love fabric. So this book is kind of how I organize everything when I buy a new fabric. So if I buy a new fabric, I cut a little swatch and I pop it in here next to the sketch of what I was hoping to make with it. So, you know, I've got little notes if I need them, and then I tick it when I'm done. So this one's done, which is good. Yeah, I don't like leaving fabrics. Well, I bought a lot of fabrics, or I've been given a lot of fabrics that are just here, and I initially had a plan for them, and now it's gone because I just don't know what I was planning to do with it originally. And yeah, I can think of something new, but it's always good for me, at least, if I have that with the sketch, because then I know, okay, that's what I was planning with it. do I have enough fabric for that? I probably bought just enough fabric for that type of design. So yeah, I need to go through this, and I've got things. I was making my brother a suit. That is basically done. That is sitting up here, just needing a good press and the buttons put on. So this is my book. I finished quite a few things last year. I was pretty steady with my sewing. I've got some pants I need to make this year. This fabric I made a dress out of, which is this one here. I might do a video on that type of dress because it was actually so easy to make. It was just 4 squares essentially stitched together, and then it flows down really nicely. But I'm hoping to make some two-tone pants out of that, even though it is a little bit sheer. Then I have this fabric, which is actually a sneak peek for what is going to come in my brand's next collection. I love this fabric so much. It is just, oh, so gorgeous. But it does not work for pants. I made pants out of it, these bad boys, and oh my god, it does not work. After washing them the first time, which was only in a gentle wash, no tumble drying or anything, the fabric just began to disintegrate where I stretched it. So it does have a little bit of stretch, not an amazing amount. The pants weren't super tight, but when I bent down or anything, they did kind of stretch a bit, and wherever that happened and there was a bit of friction or sweat, it just kind of disintegrated and went really weird. So I've got to do a test on that, if it's going to work in a skirt format. If not, then this is just going to be for decorations, which is a shame. Yeah, so I also made this skirt, which I'm hoping to put a blog post up about soon. I did take some good pictures in it, and this fabric was just gorgeous. I got it from Tasudi, which is a store in the city here in Melbourne, and oh, it's just gorgeous, but it is rather expensive there. These two bad boys I already made. They were just some nice mesh dresses. I actually need to alter them a little bit just because I didn't tack down the shearing elastic strongly enough. Already made that. So this was actually the velvet I bought for the Oswald Cobblepot outfit, and I haven't used it because I bought 3 different types and picked one, and so I've got it left, and I thought I'd make it a little singlet. I really want to get around to that because, I mean, it's been sitting there for a while and I just want to get it done. These are remnants that I bought of wool. This is really nice two-tone. I'm waiting till winter to start those because I'm not going to wear them right now. This, I really want to make sure I've got a perfect pattern created for it because it is a silk and I just don't want to make a mistake with it, but it's this gorgeous, really soft silk viscose blend. And this, again, I wanted to make a coat. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough fabric for it because I already made a top and shorts. But I think if I can even just make the body and then make the sleeves separate. But again, that's going to wait till winter because, you know, I've got a while till winter and I'm not going to wear it yet. This I've already made, but I need to alter it because I kind of made it a little bit too tight around the waist for having pockets in the side. I didn't twirl this first because it was just a remnant and I knew this shape dress, I knew what I was doing, but the pockets just kind of bubbled out a little bit too much. I might show that to you once I begin repairing it and fitting it. Same with these pants. I was okay with how they turned out, but I put an elastic in the waist and it just, I think the fabric was a bit too thick, but I'll probably still wear them, so I've got a couple of repairs on them, so I'll probably do a little video and check in on how I'm repairing them. And then I wanted to make a similar pair out of this, which is a lot softer fabric, but I'm thinking I might just go ahead and put a zipper in it. My idea was for these, especially this one, it was going to be a twirl for creating a basic pant for my brand, but I'm just not super happy with how it's sitting. I wanted something that was super basic and easy for a first time sewer, so I didn't want any zips or anything, but I think a zip's actually going to be ultimately a better look, and it's not going to be too hard, I don't think. Now what I'm looking at doing today is this fabric, which is this one right here, which I love. It's just a really nice cotton, just kind of like a shirtweight fabric. with these eyes and lips printed on it. So I'm hoping just to make kind of like a shirt dress. And I also have this blue, which is similar shirting fabric, which I'm hoping to make for my mum. So I really want to get that done. That's probably my plan for today, just because it's summer, so it's kind of a good time to be wearing it. And I also want to bead or embroider over some of the lips and eyes, maybe whatever's sitting kind of on my chest area, like there. But we'll see. I think I've got enough fabric. I really hope I do. I always basically buy my fabric before I make the pattern or anything, so it's a matter of guessing really how much. And yeah, then I've got so many other bloody things to make in here. Oh, that one I can remove. I've already made that one. This pattern is actually going to be coming soon to my brand, so you can keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I've got a lot to do. That one I've already done. I know that. And that is it for now. But these pages are going to be so much more full because I did buy some more fabric just the other day. Those two, that lightweight denim was only $2 a meter, so I mean, how could I leave it? So yeah, today's project is this dress. I'm hoping if I can hack the simple dress pattern that I already have done. That was one I made for my brand. It's just called a simple dress, and it's this really basic but easy to wear dress with just little darts for some shaping around the bust, and that's all, but it's super easy to wear. So maybe if I can hack that into a shirt style dress, it will work well. I'm unsure if I want to use this for its own collar or not, or whether I want to bring in like a stark white collar and button wrap. I'm unsure. I'm gonna play around with how it looks. I'm also trying to pick out some buttons. So I've got these bags and I'm trying to use up stuff I have instead of buying new things. So I'm gonna go through, see if I have enough of any, or even if I have like one that's a really good statement button, maybe putting that at the top of the collar, and then having the rest hidden or something. So I'm going to play around and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I've traced out just this basic dress pattern. And now to make it into the shirt, what I'm going to do is I need to deduct all the seam allowance from these edges, because it was a 1 centimeter seam, and then begin altering it. So what I'm going to do, I need to take the neck up a little bit just so it sits more shirt-like, and then I will add button wrap to the front, create the collar pieces, and I might remove some of this shaping, make it a little bit wider at the hem, and then do a really similar thing on the back as well. So that is what my progress is on this dress. Okay, so to better understand how this neckline is sitting and how I need to move it, I've just traced it onto some calico, and what I'm going to do is roughly cut around it, leading a little bit at the neck so that I can mark on it how high I want to drop it and how I want to reshape it, and then I'm just going to put it on my stand and see how it's sitting. So that's just a way to kind of have a look at how it's going before I fully twirl it up. Okay, so I've just pinned that on here. Main points I need to make sure is that's going down the center, and then that is hitting the shoulder. So for a shirt, because a shirt usually sits a lot closer to the neck, I'm going to bring that up maybe 3 centimeters, and then this in again probably about 3 centimeters, and then follow the curve around about the same shape, and then I'll do a similar thing for the back as well, and with the front for the button wrap, I'm going to move that in 1 centimeter, and then the button wrap will sit nice in the center. Okay, so I finished the pattern. I've got it sitting here just pinned onto my mannequin, and I also braided it up so I've got one size larger for my mum, and I'm ready to cut it out. I'm going to cut it in this fabric for my mum. It's a poly cotton blend, I think. I can't remember, I'll be honest. But it's just a really nice kind of shirting fabric, light blue with little white threads through it as well. And I found this button, which it's just a really simple kind of pearly clear one, which I'm going to use on the top collar, and then the rest I'm going to do as snaps. And then for mine, I am doing it out of this fabric, which I showed before, and I'm going to add embroidery and everything to it as well. And the buttons for those are just these little black ones I found, and a red one for the top of the collar, just as something different. So I'm going to lay it all out and cut it out and get started on it, hopefully. Okay, so I finished the dress, everything except for the buttons. So now what I'm going to do is I've just laid it down on the floor, and I'm just going to work out the button placement. Most important part is there being a button over the bust point, because that's where top is more likely to pull open slightly. And then I'm going to do the same for this one, which is Mum's one. And put on the buttonholes on that one, and on this one I'm just doing the snaps. Okay, so this is all done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's just a really nice little summer shirt dress. That's the back with the little pleat. Don't know if you can see it very well, but I'm really happy with how it all turned out. I think the buttons with the little red one at the top looks really cute, and I'm really happy with how the beading turned out just on that little piece there. Yeah, there goes Prince. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. It was, you know, kind of a quick little project to get done. The thing that probably took the longest was all the buttons, because I'm the slowest at hand stitching, but aren't we all? Yeah, I hope you liked this video, something a little bit different, just kind of showing you what I'm making week to week. Yeah, so if you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if there's certain things you'd like to see. I still really want to do a studio kind of room tour and how I organize all my fabrics and stuff. So yeah, this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye!